Namaste. Hamesha khush raho bitiya. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you SWOT analysis. Learning objectives of this session is: what is SWOT analysis, aim of SWOT analysis, who needs SWOT analysis, then how to conduct SWOT analysis, pitfalls of SWOT analysis, and tips for the SWOT analysis. Then, what is SWOT analysis? It is a technique that enables a group or individual to move from everyday problems and traditional strategies to a fresh perspectives. SWOT analysis looks at your strengths and weaknesses and their opportunities and threats of your business faces. The SWOT analysis framework is a very important and useful tool to use in the marketing management and other business applications. As a basic tool, its mastery is a fundamental requirement for the marketer, entrepreneur, and business person. A clear understanding of SWOT is required for business majors. It is a technique is credited to Albert Humphrey, who led a research project at Stanford University in the 1960s and 1970s. S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, and T for threats analysis. A planning tool used to understand strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats involved in the project or business. It is used as framework for organizing and using data and information gained from situations analysis of internal and external environment. SWOT is an acronym for strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. Strength and weaknesses are the internal environment, and opportunities and threats are for the external environment. Then, what is strengths? Characteristics of the business or a team that give it an advantage over others in the industry. Then, positive, tangible, and intangible attributes internal to an organization. Strengths are beneficial aspects of the organizations or the capabilities of an organization's process, capabilities, financial resources, products and services, customer goodwill, and brand loyalty. Examples are abundant financial resources, well known brand name, economies of scale, lower costs of raw material or processes, superior management, talent, better marketing skills, good distribution skills, and committed employees. These are the strengths for any industry or for any business. Then weaknesses. Weaknesses are the characteristics that place the firm at a disadvantage relative to the other. They are detract the organization from its ability to attain the core goal and influence its growth. Weakness are the factors which do not meet the standards we feel they should meet. However, weaknesses are controllable. They must be minimized and eliminated. Examples of weaknesses are limited financial resources, weak spending on R&D, very narrow product line, limited distribution, higher costs, out of date products or technology, weak market image, poor marketing skills, limited management skills, and under-trained employees. Then what are the opportunities? Opportunities are the chances to make greater profits in the environment. External attractive factors that represent the reason for an organization to exist and develop arise when an organization can take benefit of conditions in its environment to plan and execute strategies that enable it to become more profitable. Organizations should be careful and recognize the opportunities and grasp them whenever they arise. For example, rapid market growth, rival firms are complacent, changing customer needs or taste, new uses for product discovered, economic boom, government deregulation, sales decline for a substitute product. Then threats. Threats are the external elements in the environment that could cause trouble for the business. External factors beyond an organization control are the threats. Arise when conditions in external environment jeopardize the reliability and profitability of the organization's business, compound the vulnerability when they relate to the weaknesses. Threats are uncontrollable. When a threat comes, the stability and survival can be at stake. For example, entry of the foreign competitors, introduction of new substitute product life cycle in decline, changing customer needs or tastes, rival firms adopt new strategies, increased government regulation, and economic downturn. Then, what are the aim of SWOT analysis? Basically, to help decision makers share and compare ideas to bring a clearer common purpose and understanding of factors for success, to organize the important factors linked to success and failure in the business world, and to provide linearity to the decision making process, allowing complex ideas to the to be presented systematically. Then who needs SWOT analysis? First of all, job holders. When supervisor has issues with work output assigned to a new job, new financial year that are fresh targets are given to the job holder. Job holder seeks to improve performance on the job. Then business units. When the team has not met its target, then they must go for the SWOT analysis. Customer service can be better. Launching a new business unit to pursue a new business. New team leader is appointed. And then company. When revenue and cost and expense targets are not being achieved, market share is declining, industry conditions are unfavorable, and launching a new business venture. When these conditions are faced, then we should go for the SWOT analysis. Then SWOT analysis is also required for or during the workshop session, brainstorming meeting, strategic planning, product evaluation, competitor evaluation, personal development planning, decision making, and product launch and changing jobs. Then SWOT analysis is important. Then how to conduct SWOT analysis? First of all, we have to analyze internal and external environment, then perform SWOT analysis and documentation, and prepare action plans. Then how to conduct this? First, analyze external and internal environment. Internal environment analysis includes the weaknesses and strength of the any industry and competitor, and external analysis is the opportunity and threats of any industry or competitor. Then perform SWOT analysis and documentation. Then carry your first step is select contributor, that is expert opinion may required for SWOT. Select establish the objective, that is purpose of conducting a SWOT may be wide, narrow, general or specific. Then select the contributors, expert opinions may be required for the SWOT. Then allocate research and information gathering tasks, that is background preparation can be required or carried out in two stages, exploratory and detailed. Information on strengths and weaknesses should focus on the internal factors. Then fourth stage is evaluate listed ideas against objectives with the lists compiled, sort and group facts and ideas in relation to the objectives. Fifth stage is or step is list strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Sixth one is carry your findings and to make sure that the SWOT analysis is used in subsequent planning and revisit your findings at suitable time intervals. Then prepare action plans. Once the SWOT analysis has been completed, mark each point with the things that must be addressed immediately, things that can be handled now, and things that should be researched further, and things that should be planned for the future. Then pitfalls of SWOT analysis. It can be very subjective. Two people rarely come up with the same final version of a SWOT. Use it as a guide, not as a prescription. It may cause organizations to view circumstances as a very simple, due to which certain key strategic contact may be overlooked. Categorizing aspects as strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats might be very subjective as there is great degree of uncertainty in the market. To be effective, SWOT needs to be conducted regularly. The pace of change making makes it difficult to anticipate developments. The data used in analysis may be based on assumptions that subsequently prove to be unfounded. It lacks detailed structure, so key element may get missed. Then tips. Do's are the be analytical and specific. Record all the thoughts and ideas. Be selective in a final evaluation. Choose the right people for the exercise. Choose a suitable SWOT leader or facilitator. Think out of the box and be open to the change. What are the don'ts for this exercise? Try to disguise weaknesses, merely list errors and mistakes, lose sight of external influences and trends, allow the SWOT to become a blame laying exercise, ignore the outcomes at later stages of the planning process. Thank you so much for watching this video.